Welcome back to the Midnight Library, a place where the noise of the day fades, your mind can rest, and stories gently guide you towards sleep. Here, we transform the world's most powerful non-fiction books on personal development, leadership, philosophy, and spiritual wisdom into calming bedtime stories for the soul. So whether you're listening from your bed in London, a quiet cab ride through the streets of Tokyo, or a cosy coffee shop in Seattle, let us know where you are. It always warms our hearts to hear where our listeners are joining us from, our little community of dreamers around the world. Tonight, we gently step into the world of On Character by Stanley McChrystal, a book not of titles or trophies but of choices. It is not about perfection but about persistence. Not about what others see, but who you truly are when no one is watching. In this story, we'll explore the quiet power of self-discipline, the enduring strength of values, and how character, true, lasting character, is shaped not in grand moments, but in the soft, repeated rhythm of everyday decisions. Let's begin, gently, slowly, allowing each word to guide you toward rest. Chapter 1. The Myth of Greatness. Imagine a general, a leader, 4 stars on his shoulder commanding thousands. We often think, that must be character. But that, as Stanley McChrystal reminds us, is just a symbol. Real character doesn't shout, it doesn't live in uniforms or corner offices, it lives in the quiet moments when no one is watching and you choose to do the right thing anyway. McChrystal shares that true character isn't a birthright or an achievement. It's not granted by rank or title, it is something built, decision by decision, over a lifetime. And like laying bricks in the dark, you often don't realise you're building something, until years later, when the structure reveals itself. Let that thought ease you into stillness. Each good choice you make is a soft brick, a gentle gesture toward your future self. You're not building a reputation, you're building a foundation. Chapter 2. Convictions. Finding what you truly believe now. Breathe deeply and think softly. What do you truly believe? Not what you were taught, not what others say, but what feels deeply true to you. For McChrystal, that journey started with the motto at West Point: duty, honour, country, powerful words, noble values. But for a long time he didn't know what they meant to him personally. Many of us carry inherited beliefs, borrowed values, without ever stopping to ask, do these reflect who I truly am? This chapter is an invitation to listen inward, to explore your own compass, to ask, what matters most to me? Like a gentle breeze that clears the clouds, this reflection opens space. It doesn't demand answers tonight. It simply welcomes clarity. So as you sink deeper into rest, know that the journey to discovering your core convictions begins with stillness, and you're already on the path. Chapter 3. Discipline without perfection. Now we arrive at discipline, often misunderstood as harshness or rigidity, but McChrystal shows it as something else, something much more gentle. Discipline, he says, is not about getting everything right. It's about coming back again and again to what matters. It's about brushing your teeth even when tired, apologising when you fall short, returning to the gym after a week away, writing one sentence when you can't finish the page. Discipline is not perfection, it's presence, the daily act of aligning action with intention. Even McChrystal, with all his achievements, stumbled at first. He almost flunked out of West Point, but he kept coming back. So as you listen to this, know that your stumbles don't define you. What matters is that you return, gently, kindly, with compassion for yourself. That's real discipline. Chapter 4. The shifting landscape of values over time, our values evolve. What matters at 20 may shift by 40. What you once clung to might gently fall away, replaced by new truths. McChrystal once defined himself by his role in the military, but retirement softened his view. Now he finds joy in his granddaughter's laughter, purpose in reflection. Character, he learned, isn't fixed, it's alive. So if you're in a season of change, if your path feels uncertain, take comfort. You're not lost, you're simply growing. Let that bring ease to your heart tonight. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to outgrow old roles and discover new dreams. Character, like life, is fluid, and that is a beautiful thing. Chapter 5. Leadership from within. True leadership isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the calmest, the clearest, the most grounded. When McChrystal led multinational forces, he realised he couldn't command respect from a distance. He had to be present, to listen, to understand. He learned that real leaders don't just give orders, they give their presence. Sometimes, leadership looks like writing a thank you note, or standing beside someone in silence, or asking, "How can I support you?" You don't need stars on your shoulder to lead, you need heart. So tonight, if you carry responsibilities, if others look to you, remember, your stillness, your authenticity, your daily grace, those are your greatest tools. Chapter 6. Character over time. Character isn't proven in a single heroic moment. It reveals itself slowly, over decades, in relationships that endure, in values that don't waver, in how we exit, not just how we enter. McChrystal shares that character shows up in how we handle fading relevance, how we leave the stage when our time is past. Do we cling or do we grow? He chose to evolve, to teach, to write, to explore. Even in retirement, he continues to build character, because the process never ends. Let that truth comfort you. You don't have to have it all figured out tonight. You just need to keep showing up. Your legacy is written not in stone, but in soft daily brushstrokes of choice. Closing reflections. And so, dear listener, as your breath slows, as the day melts away, know this. Your character is not fixed. It is not final. It is not measured by your job title or your mistakes. It is built gently, lovingly, through every choice you make, through your beliefs, through your actions, through your willingness to reflect, return, and grow. This is your journey, and each quiet step counts. From the Midnight Library, we thank you for joining us tonight. We hope this story has brought you peace, purpose, and presence. Let us know where you're listening from. Your bed in Lisbon, a cabin in the Alps, or maybe a hammock in Bali. It warms our hearts to hear from you and connect this beautiful community across time zones and dreams. Until next time, good night and sweet dreams.